Hello guys, and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video where we're going to do a tutorial video on how to become non-aligned as the Soviet Union. So I'm going to teach you go historical. I'm not going to go historical this one, so I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be an easy one. The thing is, it's like changing tags, but you can't do it in Iron Man. That's what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get into the game and organize everything, and I'll show you the best case scenario, really. There we go. I'm going to organize everything, so I hope you get the when I finish everything. Okay, so now that I've organized everything, I recommend you guys to start it off with the basic researching over here, and then what I recommend you to do is do the Great Purge immediately, because you're going to need to go into a civil war, and by the time you actually finish the civil war, just do this, and I'll show you after I get some political power what I recommend you to do. Okay, now that we've gotten enough political power, I want you guys to Spanish Civil War. By the way, you do not need to intervene in the Spanish Civil War. There's no use, because you're not going to be fascist nor communist, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, now that you've got enough political power like I do, what we're going to do is declare war on the Turkish, because they also have a guarantee from the Romanians, and that's going to help you get even more land. And the other thing I also want to tell you about is organize your army like this. Have a naval invasion to Istanbul, have lots of troops on Romania and on Turkey, and basically all these ships you got, put them in this place, because Turkey does have enough ships to at least annoy you, and Romania has just some add-ons. So remember what I've done. This is the army. I'm training them for more professional units, and I want you to declare war, because you're going to need that land later on. As all Hottie 4 players might normally know, that by the time you're doing this, you're gonna start getting some events of the Great Purge. And the one you're going to need to pick is party members can be trusted. This paranoia must cease, because this will lead to civil war in the future. You need to do that, seriously. It's really important, because that's where you have a larger civil war and more men can go on the opposite side. Okay, here we have another event, and as I said before, we have to do the false documents and false confessions are not proof will lead to civil war in the future. We have to do that. And basically we already have a guaranteed civil war by now, so okay, we've just got another event of the trial of the 21, and as I said before, we're gonna do this. Has gone too fast. Soon we will have killed all of our own. This will lead to civil war in the future. That's about it of the Great Purge, and I'll show you the focuses that you'll just have to choose for the great non-aligned Russia. Okay guys, as we can obviously see, we've just finished the Great Purge, and I'm going to tell you the focus that you'll have to do. Okay, you're going to need to finish the 5-year plan, an armament effort, and do this entire tree. Basically, also doing the Stalinist constitution and the collectivist propaganda. And if you want, do all of this if you want, and you have to choose if a rehabilitated military or this. I would normally choose rehabilitated military. That's better, but your choice. Okay, so I'm just going to start it off with finish the 5-year plan. It just makes it easier. If it actually moves, thank you. And I'll see you when we invade Turkey, because that's going to be the next big thing. Okay, now that we have the Turkish justification, we shall declare war. There's no allies to call, and we should be immediately moving in. if you know what I mean. Every single troop has to attack. It's going to be looking real bad if you think about it. It's going to be very bad offensives. You got to pray this actually works, because if it doesn't, you are going to have some trouble capitulating Turkey. One tank's going to make it to Istanbul, and unacceptable. I did not have any troops though, so I am very disappointed. That Japan is not really going. You're not going to bother. Now that you've landed in Istanbul, you're going to secure a beachhead. And how do you do that? All these troops I told you to get here, immediately resend them. So now that you've done all of that, you're going to already win the war. You're going to focus that Romania does have to capitulate before Turkey. So, okay, just don't forget that. Okay, I'll see you when I capitulate both nations. Okay, if you did what I told you guys, I think you would be able just to capitulate Romania before the Turks. And I normally just take these states, but just for the sake of this, I'm gonna take every single state. And that's it. Perfect. Now Romania's left, Turkey's left, and I'll see you when I capitulate them. Because I've landed, as you see, I secured a very good beachhead. I've capitulated Turkey, and then this time we're going to really just conquer every single state. And voila. Now we have great borders, and I'll see you by the time there's an important focus or something. I'll see you then. By the way guys, this is just a little add-on. I'm just telling you guys that if you want to help Spain by sending him weapons and stuff, because by the time the Civil War ends, if the Republicans win, you get this ugly color, but if the Nationalists win, you get a nice bit of Russian color, bit of a Tsarist color. So I do recommend you to win, to make the Nationalists win, and as you can see, they're winning. If they don't win, well, you'll get that ugly color, so I recommend you to help them. Okay, right now, as you can see, what we're doing is basically helping the Spanish, but I'm gonna tell you, go for collectivist propaganda, because positive heroism will not help you at all. Only this, and you won't actually militarize schools, I promise you. So choose this. I recommend you to choose that. Alright, now that we've finally waited a long time, it's about 2 years, I just have to show you the basically what you should have, basically the focuses you should have. Basically you should have all of this done. Women in aviation is not necessary. At least that gives you lots of infrastructure in just 3 states. Rehabilitated military, or these two, either one is possible. And there you go, that should make you have a great Russia. And if you want, I've just spent, for example, my political power in doing just random stuff, mostly in fiddling around with this. I invested a lot in making new things, like making more steel and so on. So by then you should have the civil war with Andrei Blasov. It's if it crashes while you're in a bit of a problem. And this is quite the large Russia, as we can see. The Russians own most of Ukraine. They're quite large, and now as we conquer Turkey, they own about half of Turkey. And the divisions they have should be quite high. Yes, they're quite high. So now just grab a cup of tea, relax, and watch them capitulate you. And when they capitulate you, you should be great. You should just be well off. And there you go. I'll see you when they actually invade me a little. As we can see right now, we basically just have a big Russia that keeps on extending further and further. And as we can see, basically we're about to capitulate soon anyways. So as soon as we capitulate, we have to tag switch to them in Iron Man mode. I know. After you capitulate in Iron Man, you can tag to another nation. and I mean, basically you'll become non-aligned as them, and you can have a powerful focus tree that you could go fascist and get tons of manpower, or go communist again, and I don't think many people want to go communist after they feel a communist regime. So, okay, let's see how it goes after a couple minutes. As we can see here, we have this new DLC event about this. Let's see Alloy Puppets. What happens then? Okay, we have a communist China here. Shing. Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, we are about to capitulate, I think. Yeah, I'll see you when I finally capitulate. It's taken quite a long time. Okay guys, now we finally are about to capitulate. And as you can see, Russia's quite a big country, and as we're going to inherit this non-aligned nation, and I mean, what are they doing right now? Industry, okay, that's nice. I mean, they're winning by a lot. And I've capitulated, and I should disappear off the map, I suppose. I wouldn't mind if I capitulate. There we go. Now if we click observe, and we click this wonderful button here, and click he, and now here we have it. We are now Russians. And if you might ask yourself, well, to do that, to properly log into the new Russian state, you have to quit the game. You have to quit the game and re-enter, because I don't know why, it just takes time to reload that you actually changed nation. And the good thing is you're still in Iron Man mode. I mean, it takes a long time to load. Now if we press continue, it's difficult, it's not a multiplayer obviously. So if it says Iron Man, you can still get achievements with this. And voila, we are now the Russian non-aligned state with about 2 of the things we got out of all the others. And now we have the possibility of going fascist, communist, and stay neutral. We have lots of things to do, and I'll make a video about this. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.